Xin Chao, what's up everybody? Alright, so today we're going to make the most epic news video, the best news to come out of Vietnam in years. The help process is out on what's required, and you're not going to believe it. You're going to be mind blown. It's such an awesome thing they've done. They put themselves probably in the #1 position for Southeast Asia to have tourists. So we're going to talk all about it. It's a super happy video. They really were smart about this. I'm glad that they kind of did wait that extra day. They really did it right. So we're going to jump into the video. It's excellent news. We're going to talk about visas. We're going to talk about what's required to come into the country, and you're going to love it, I promise. So get ready to come to Vietnam because they've officially done it right, guys. The only thing we officially don't have is the visa stuff, which is supposed to come out today. So if it does, I'll find myself reshooting this video before I post it tonight at 11. But if you do like the video, please subscribe to the channel. It really helped me out. And hit the like button if you want to, and comment. Those all help the algorithm. Of course, if you don't want to do any of that, you don't have to. All right, let's get into this fantastic news. So first things first, all you need is a negative test now. That's it. The COVID vaccine, gone. You don't need that shit anymore. They said, nope, we're just gonna let you come with a negative test result, and it doesn't even have to be a PCR test. So you're doubly getting awesome news on this front. It can just be a rapid test taken at a clinic and signed off by a nurse or a doctor. So I mean, that kind of news is the news that we needed here and what we wanted to hear. And they did it. They came up with a game plan and they did it right. That is all you need, I'm telling you, just to make it short and sweet. So they're gonna ask you if you're coming in within 24 hours, you just have to have a rapid negative test result. If you're going to be doing like a 72-hour and layovers and such, and you're not going to be able to get here within an exact 24-hour window from that test, then you will need to take a PCR test. Just cross the street here, get it going, get over to the park. I know you guys have seen Win Way enough time for 500 lifetimes, so we'll use the park. Wait for her so she can walk with me. Solid, all the mud and shit. Alright. Let's kind of go interior to park. It's a little windy, and I don't want wind to destroy this epic moment. It's such good news. There is an official document on this regulation too, so it's not just a rumor. The document came out very late last night and then started spreading around the internet this morning. So it is official. If you want to see the official document, it's in the lobby of the Discord. We have the official Vietnamese one with the red stamp, and then we have the translated English one as well. Thank you to one of the subscribers for the Vietnamese one, and then shout out to the homie for the translated one. Houston, Mr. Houston. So, let's see here. Get out what I want to read. The regulation states that visitors with negative COVID tests can enjoy quarantine-free travel from day one. So there's no quarantine anymore. All you have to do is have one of those tests that I explained. There's no more having to have a vaccine or having to be recovered within 6 months. They just want to see that you're negative coming through. There's also no more insurance needed. There's nothing mentioned in the official document that you need insurance anymore. So these are all extremely great thinking and planning by the steering committee. That is an absolutely appropriate way to handle this. It's now positioning Vietnam to be the easiest destination in Southeast Asia to get to. I don't know of anybody else that has those lax of rules. You know, Cambodia made me prove I had a vaccine, made me have a PCR test. So some places you're still going to need a PCR test, some airlines. So you need to check with your airline if you have to have a PCR test. Also, some airlines are going to want you vaccinated as well. So make sure you check on that. But as far as Vietnam is concerned, they don't care. They just want you to have that negative test. They are ready to bolster the tourism economy. They are full in Band-Aid rip-off mode, and let's just get this party started, which is most excellent news. This also frees up travel for me greatly, as I wasn't going to travel again if I had to keep doing a PCR test every time, because that just eats into the budget. You know, 130, 150 bucks for a PCR test, sometimes 200. That's a lot of the budget for my trips, so I'm not going to waste that on that. A rapid test, no biggie, even at a clinic, it's like 30 bucks. So I can handle that. That I'll swing. I even think that will go to the wayside pretty soon. Cases have dropped significantly. We're at 170,000 cases yesterday, 175. Deaths went down another 10%, but they can't sit there? What are they? I'm confused on why they whistled and they had to move. I don't know. Oh. So it's all just fantastic news, guys. This is what we wanted to see. This is what we've been waiting for, and they've made it as easy as possible. Now the next thing we're going to talk about, which everybody's still VN Express International comments are full of the most angry old expats ever. It's pretty bad. But the visas. So everybody's like, what about the visa? There's still no official visa stuff. Well, I can tell you this, that the website is now open, the Vietnamese one. I'll put the link in the description. And people are successfully completing the entire thing, and they're just waiting for the arrival of the e-visa. So it is processable and doable. I've also had 2 people reach out to me that they went through the San Francisco consulate for Vietnam and were able to get 1-year visas, pay for it. They're just waiting for delivery now. So you can officially file for visas now too. So they haven't officially released that documentation yet, but the minister proposed just yesterday that it be exactly how it was pre-COVID. So that's almost 100% what the regulations are going to be on that when it comes out through the Ministry of Tourism. Each ministry is releasing the stuff. So like the health guidelines that we just went over was released from the Ministry of Health. And the Ministry of Tourism will then drop the visa information anytime now. It could already be out and be floating around. So, but they stated they're going to do exactly pre-pandemic visa. So you should be able to secure your 6-month, 1 year. Again, I would not book a flight until I have a visa, or either an e-visa or the paper one in hand, or have the completed order to where they're saying it's on the way. There's not a chance that I would book the flight until I have visa in hand. That's just me, but that's the way I operate. I don't think anything's going to go back. There's not going to be any lockdowns. There's not going to be any 5th wave here. They're not going to lock anything down. Even if there isn't a flare-up, they're just going to let it rip. Everybody's triple jabbed here, man. And they'll get 4th jab when the time is right. And almost all Vietnamese will take it and not complain about it. So it's really, really the most positive step in the right direction that they've done in years. So I look forward to seeing a lot of people coming here in the next 2 weeks to a month. I almost promise you there's going to be people coming in right away, because you've removed so much of the stupid parts that they were, saying to do. 1 day, why do you even need to do a 1-day quarantine? Somebody finally talked some sense into somebody at these places, so it made sense that they just dropped that too. If you test negative, just free and do what you need. And I can't believe they dropped the insurance thing too. Now they do say they're going to continuously update us with information on this stuff, but all the news organizations are running with the same thing I'm saying. So no vax passport program, no sign of insurance in the official document. That official document is pretty much like the red stamp of what is going to happen. It's like the guarantee of, hello, Xin chào. How are you? Cả quệ cao. Oh, hello. Xin lỗi. Ran through, I was in the way. Everybody comes here to take pictures. So it's really a step in the right direction. It's actually the best step you could possibly take in a direction. I hope the wind isn't too bad, guys. Sorry if it is. Maybe that's the thumbnail. And it's very easy. This is by land, sea, or air. It's the same thing. 24-hour rapid test or 72-hour PCR test. That's it. And it even says that if you didn't test before coming, that they will test you when you arrive. So I mean, that's pretty crazy. I'll read a little bit of the first part of the official documentation. Travelers entering Vietnam via air routes will present proof of negative COVID tests, except for children under 2 years old, done with 72 hours. So children under 2 don't have to do the test. Done with 72 hours prior for a PCR or within 24 hours with the rapid antigen test. Remember, that rapid antigen test has to be done at a clinic. You can't do it yourself and like show them a picture of it or something. You've got to have it done and signed off. They have them all over Vietnam. That's what I used to have to take. I've taken 50 of them probably. That's what I used to have to take to travel domestically after all the fourth wave business. So you'll get a piece of paper. It says your name and information on it, and then a doctor or a nurse is signed off at the bottom. I reckon you could probably make one on your own, but I reckon I wouldn't recommend that. But I don't see how they're going to be able to authorize like who it's from and where it's from, you know. I'm just saying. Oh, the wind is pretty strong. I apologize if there's strong wind. We'll try to block it. We'll look at the bridge that opens any time now. Supposedly April 1st. I will definitely take you on a tour of the bridge the first day it opens and show you how great it gives access to District 2. So it's the same thing on sea or air or land. The same rules. No mandatory quarantine is required, but the first 10 days, people should self-monitor health, and if symptoms develop, ask assistance from the medical place. So they're not really asking you for much of anything anymore. I mean, it's pretty awesome, to be honest with you. Let me see here. And that's really it. I mean, they've made this such a simplified process, it is not even funny. They want people back. And guess what? All the people that were crying on VN Express for 2 years, people are going to come back. You watch. I'll bet $1 billion on it. So you can see the kite field over here, flying all the kites. I don't know if the camera's quite picking up because it's pretty far off, but there's probably 40 kites flying right now. The weather's perfect for it. We'll eventually shoot a video there. It's been YouTubed so many times at the little kite park over there. It's kind of where the hot air balloon festival was. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's a water taxi coming on in. Very fun to take the water taxi around Saigon. I highly recommend it. I'm super excited to see a lot of my friends, to see a lot of people, you know, a lot of subscribers. People keep asking me if we're gonna have a meetup. We definitely are gonna have a meetup, probably in April. I'm thinking probably April. We'll have a series of meetups for sure. And people are also asking me if I can give them tours and stuff. We might set up something like that. Of course, paid tour. I'm not gonna give you a tour for free unless you're like a homie or a contributor. Time is money, baby. But this is easily the best news we've ever gotten since 2 years, 2.5 years now. You couldn't ask for a better situation. The only thing that they're still lagging on is officially releasing that visa information, but by them already accepting it, you know, that website, you couldn't even fill it out. They opened it yesterday. You could fill it out, but it errored out. Now everybody's just getting on there and it's actually filling out. So it actually works. I don't see why they would go from a closed website for 2 years and open one up if that's not the situation. And I don't see why the San Francisco consulate would take somebody's money for a 1-year visa if it wasn't going to happen. So I think these are all extremely good signs. That'll be pretty much the next big update will be when the official visa document comes out. I'll be searching all over the internet for it, asking people. There's a great group of people in the Discord that add information as well. So this is all just the kind of news that we wanted. Man, the wind is just vicious today. I hope it doesn't ruin the quality of the audio on this thing. The mufflers do okay, but not the best. So that is the videos, guys. Get excited. Like I said, don't book your flight until you have the visa already secured. After your visa is secured, then book your flight. That is my recommendation. Of course, I am not a professional. I'm not a news person. Please verify this information on your own. Never trust a YouTuber. Always got to do your own work, okay? So check this all on your own before you make any decisions. I definitely wouldn't book a flight until I had a visa in hand. But that's up to you. That's a you decision. I can't tell you exactly what to do with what you want to do decision-wise, but for me, that's what I would do. So that is the videos, guys. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are super excited too. We'll see you on the next one. Stay frosty. Peace out. Bonus content. Yesterday on the live stream at the bar, I went over the 13 Asian countries are exempt from having to have a visa. It's only a 15-day visa. I would still probably want to get a real visa instead of using that. You can find the list of those countries online. It's like Korea, Belarus, United Kingdom, places that are part of the Asian thing. It's only 13 countries, and it's only a 15-day no visa thing. So, and we still don't know the process of renewing once a visa runs out. But since they're still going with that, it's going to be pre-COVID visa. All visas should be pretty much extendable through a visa agent. Yeah, that's the bonus content. I just didn't want to leave that out. Peace out.